Hey there, welcome to day 2964 of What Chip to Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey, sharing lessons learned. I like to talk about what's working for me and what's not working for me in an attempt to help other people not make some of the mistakes I've made. I make mistakes all the time, every day. If you're curious, ask me about a hair mistake I did today, which is hilarious, but I'm not going to say it out loud because my dad always taught me if you do something stupid, don't tell everybody about it. So here I am telling everybody about it, right? Well, today we're talking about progress, step 4 of the SOAP framework in both of our Supersize You and Supersize Your Business annual challenge. And we're going to cover this SOAP framework. This is a framework I actually started using and teaching and sharing in 2020, and every other month for 2 years, in 2020 and 2021, both years, every other month, I led a 30-plus day challenge to help people get up and go, keep moving during a time when most people were frozen in their tracks. And people that were frozen in their tracks and didn't really use that time to their benefit and wisely, kind of like one of the topics we're talking about today, stagnated or lost their businesses. I know hundreds and hundreds of people that lost their businesses during the pandemic. And it breaks my heart because in most cases, it did not have to happen. Now, they will contend that it did, but usually it's just a conscious choice to say, I'm done with this. We're going to move on and do something different. So we're talking about P for progress as part of that SOAP framework today, as well as continuous improvement, lifelong learning, and growth, becoming a better version of yourself, becoming a more valuable human being, as well as business owner. And we talk about different ways of doing that. And that doesn't have to be this gigantuous endeavor to change your identity. It can just be, I'm going to spend a half an hour every day becoming a better human being, being a better version of myself, honing a skill or getting a new skill or reading. Heaven forbid, do you know how fantastic your life would be and how much you would change, depending on what you choose to read, of course, if you read for a half an hour every single day, just reading and picking different things that you're called to read and learn about and grow in. I used to go in streaks of, I would get really interested in a topic or something to improve my business. Outsourcing, I'd go buy 10 to 20 books on this because this was before the internet was around, and I would read them all, and then I would pull out and filter out the information that applied to me that I could use and try and test and tweak in my businesses. So there's that. And I think people kind of fall into one of two categories. Either they continually improve and are lifelong learners, or they peak at high school or college, and once they leave high school or college, they never open another book. They never do anything to become a better person, a better human being, or to hone their skills. And that's an oversimplification, of course, because I'm in the mode of simplifying things. I'm all about how can I make this simpler, easier, faster, more efficient, more effective for me, for the people in my organizations, and just to make my life better, right? Because the truth is, simplification is hard. It's harder than having a 20-step process. It's easy to document a 20-step process and just say, okay, George, just do this and you'll get this result. That's easy. It's hard to say, George, do this 5-step process, make it your own, internalize it, and see what kind of results you get. So George and I are working on a 5-step process. We already got one. Actually, we're going to cover it at the end of each month as part of the Supersize Your Business annual challenge, and that is our super process. And I used to do a 7-step process, actually, even as near the past as last year. And this year, as I was coming up with a process for our annual challenge, I'm like, okay, well, Supersize is too long. That's a 9-step process. That's the opposite direction I want to go in for my life and for my businesses. So I'm certainly not going to teach that to other people. I teach you what I do, right? And what I've been doing and how I'm learning. I pretty much document my journey, share my lessons learned, what works, what doesn't work. And just because it doesn't work for me does not mean it won't work for you. Just because it does work for me does not mean it will work for you. I get really frustrated with the experts and the gurus that just say, follow my process and you will succeed. No, it doesn't work that way. We have to take processes and tools and make them our own and apply them, and then see how we have to tweak and change them to get them to work for us. Every guru that tells you, follow my system and you will be a millionaire, is full of you know what. All right, I digress. if I can help you anyway, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We're having some weather in my neck of the woods. Looking to escape soon to a warmer climate for a little while, but we'll see. Depending on the weather, might have to postpone that. All right. Hit me up if I can help you in any way. Otherwise, I would like to invite you to a couple of things. One, join me in my Skool community. And if you have any interest in manifestation or creating the light that you really, really want, ask me about my secret weapon and my secret tool, and I will give you an invitation to that community as well. Mind-blowing how much progress those of us in that community are making. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow.